Go. Wonderful. Can everyone hear me okay? Yeah, wonderful. I have got my fan blowing on me again today. Um, so I thought it wasn't maybe at the beginning of the week, I thought, oh, maybe it isn't going to be so hot, but it is. But actually, I don't, obviously, some of where you guys are might not be as warm. I'm in Torrington, but I imagine it is warm wherever you are. So I don't know the exact temperature today, but I know it's warm. So we will just do yeah, we'll just take it as it comes. Oh, okay. Yes, it is, Ray. 30, is it 13? Wow, halfway through. That's incredible. Blimey, that's gone so quick. Um, So yeah, we will take it nice and steady again today. We'll do lots of our breath work, slow, gentle moving. We spoke last time about moving really intentionally and sort of the intention behind we move. So sometimes we're moving to get that heart rate up and all that sort of thing. But obviously in this warm weather, we're not going to be trying to do that so much today. So it's going to be much more about moving slowly but intentionally and really feeling our movement. So that's really going to be engaging our muscles, which will support our body in wonderful ways, and then working a lot with our breath. So our breath will calm and soothe our nervous system, particularly on a day like today when it's warm and our body is under stress where it's trying to keep itself cool and it's trying to calm itself down. So doing some long extended exhales is really, really helpful to soothe your nervous system, which helps to regulate your temperature and helps to calm your body down. But you all know individually what you need to do and if any health needs that you just need to be aware of as you move through today, and taking on lots of water. So before we get going, doing some of our other breathing, I'm just going to show you a breath that we can have a little go, have a little play with. And it is actually meant to be sort of a cooling breath. So it's meant to help and to cool the system. So we'll give it a little try. You may find it effective, you may not. So we'll just give it a little try. But if you can, we roll our tongue like this. If you can't roll your tongue, don't worry, you can still give it a try. But if you can roll your tongue, we roll the tongue and then we actually breathe in through the mouth. So this is the one time we breathe through the mouth. Normally we always breathe through the nose because of the health benefits there, which I will explain another time because I don't know if I've actually told you all about that. But for now, we'll breathe through the mouth and we're sort of sucking the air in through the rolled tongue. And that actually cools the air. So you might be able to feel that slight difference in temperature. I can definitely feel that. So it can make your mouth feel a little bit dry. I suppose that's the other thing. So you might need to just take on some extra water if you're doing that. But it is a breath that we can do to try and cool our systems down. So let's give that a little go together, just in your own time. So if you can't roll the tongue, just do whatever you can with breathing in through the mouth. But where the tongue rolls, it just sucks that air in and cools it even more. So we can take a nice breath in and then a nice long breath out. So breathing in with that rolled tongue if you can. Nice long breath out. Do a few more like that, breathing in with that rolled tongue. Breathing out. Two more, breathing in. Breathing out. Nice, everyone. One more in your own time. Nice breath in. And then a nice long breath out. Lovely. So we've got that cooling inhale and then that long exhale, which just helps to support our nervous system. So let's have a little drink. Okay. So now being on your chair, I'm going to start with the arms down by the side of the body. I will go back onto my chair in a moment. But just start with those arms down by the side of the body and give those shoulders a little roll. Actually, if you want to bring them up on your lap, whatever feels easiest. Just give those shoulders a little roll. And just notice, how are you feeling this morning? And perhaps you might naturally breathe in and take that long breath out. And, perhaps, maybe you had a great sleep last night, or perhaps it was a little bit restless as the temperatures picked up a little bit. And all of that can affect our body and how we're feeling. So let's just notice, what are we arriving here today? How are we feeling as we arrive for this session? And just the fact that you're here, just the fact that you turned up is absolutely brilliant. So even if you feel as we go through today, oh, I can't do the same level of movement as I normally do, that's okay. We don't want to be doing that today. We want to adapt and be kind to our bodies and not ask it to do too much today in this warmth, but we can still move. We can still get that fluid and everything moving in the body. We can still find that suppleness for the muscles, for the joints, but we're just going to do it in a really gentle way. Lovely. So we've done lots of nice shoulder rolls there. Let's just take a few forwards as well. Just notice how that feels. And then just let those shoulders soften. Have a little wiggle through your sitting bones. Find a nice length up through the spine and the crown of the head. And really plant your feet on the floor. So we've got that nice solid base, that nice solid foundation. And then we're going to tuck the chin nice and gently towards the chest. So the chin might not come anywhere near the chest, that's okay. Just let it come to wherever it comes to. Take a few breaths here. Maybe find that nice gentle stretch down the back of the neck. And then gently lifting through the head again, lifting through the chin. Now we're going to take right ear down to right shoulder. So I know I'm not mirroring you. So just go one way. Drop one ear down towards the shoulder. So I've got my right ear down towards my right shoulder. I'm feeling a nice stretch here down the left side. Going to bring the head back up. Drop the left ear down towards left shoulder. Take a few breaths here. Nice. Bring that head back to center. Lovely. I'm going to go back onto my chair now. Bring my little fan with me. Bring my fan and bring my water. Okay. So, rounding down through those feet, we're going to bring the arms down now to the side of the body. We're going to take a nice breath in and just gently bring those fingers wide. So we're not necessarily trying to go really high today, but let's see if we can still get a really nice stretch through the body and reach through those fingers. And then bring the arms back down as we breathe out. So we inhale, take the arms up, nice and wide, stretch through the fingers. And then exhale, bring the arms back down. Inhale, take those arms up, really reach through those fingers. Exhale, coming back down. Lovely. Keep going with that. So what we're really doing here is where we're moving really slow and steady, you're hopefully really feeling it in your shoulder blades. So just sort of around here, it's really getting that upper back working. So sometimes when we move more quickly, obviously those muscles are still working, but we're not really working them as hard, or they're not engaging as much. Whereas when we do things really slowly, really mindfully, we can actually feel it more in our muscles. So by doing that, that can be really supportive. Okay, just do one more. Wherever you are, nice and slow and steady, reach those fingers. And we'll just pause here with those arms out to the side. Take a nice breath, breathing in. Big breath out. Let those arms come down. Take another drink. Nice, everyone. So let's do a little bit with our hands now. So we're going to interlace the fingers and just gently draw those fingers in and out. So I didn't know about you all, but can't remember if I said this last time. My body always swells up a lot in the heat. So I feel like my legs swell. I can feel my fingers swelling, like my rings on my fingers are not moving because my fingers are swollen. So something like this, just doing it nice and gently, can help just get the water sort of moving through the body a little bit more, the blood flowing. But again, we want to be mindful so I can feel my fingers don't move quite like they usually do today because they're a bit swollen. I feel my body sweating, trying to cool itself down, and we're not even moving that much, are we? But it just does put that extra strain. But you know, it's so great that you've all come today, and anything that we do will be helping us today. Lovely. Let's draw those fingers, apart, and then we're going to change them over. So I'm going to place now my left finger on top, and I'm going to drop my shoulders because my shoulders are aching now. And today, I don't need to put myself through achy shoulders. Up to you whether you do or not. But I'm going to drop my elbows, but I'm still getting this nice movement through my hands. Lovely. Take a few more breaths here. And then let those arms go. Give those arms a nice shake. Shake it all out. Right there. We're going to get a little bit of a twist going on now in our body. So sometimes we've done this sort of movement. We're not going to do this today because it is so warm. So we're going to move nice and slow and controlled. So ground down through those feet. We're going to take a little twist to the left. So we took the right arm over, twisting to the left, come back through center, little twist to the right. So I'm feeling it here down the side of my body. Twist to the left. So right arm's going over, coming back through center, twist to the right. Now, if I'm going too slow and you want to go quicker, that's absolutely fine. You know your own body, do what feels good for you today. But again, sometimes when we do this movement really quickly, because we're trying to get our heart rate up more, we might not feel it as much. So let's see today if where this nice, slow, steady movement, we can really engage these deep sort of tummy muscles because they wrap all the way around the body and they really help to support our spine and our lower back. Okay, so one more on each side. Lovely. Now coming back to center. Now we're going to try and really add the breathing in as well. So when we also add the breath in, that engages these tummy muscles even more, supports our back and our spines even more. Okay, so take a nice breath in. On your exhale, reach round to the left. Breathing in. On your exhale, reach round to the right. Nice big breath out. Breathing in. Big breath. Go to the left. Feel it down here. Breathing in. Big breath to the right. Okay, so we're going to keep doing this nice big breath in as we come back to center. Nice big breath out as we take that twist. If you need to pause at any time, please do so. But really take the time here to draw that breath in and a nice big breath out. See if you can feel that engaging those tummy muscles a bit more. Let's do 2 more on each side. Really reach with that out breath. Breathing in, really reach. Inhaling, exhaling. Drawing that in. 1 more. Big breath out. Nice, everyone. Coming back to center. Could you feel that? Yeah? Great. Let's have a drink. And also over time, this rotation movement in our spine can deplete a little bit. So it's really great to work on that rotation movement, which is what we were just doing. Okay. Let's do some nice circles now. So again, ground down through that feet, ground down through your sitting bones on your chair. We've got that nice, solid, stable base. And then we're going to do some nice circles. Let's keep that nice length up through the spine and the crown of the head. So that we've got that nice length through the spine. So we go one way, go the other way. And again, just really noticing here, how does the back feel as you begin to move? How does the tummy feel? Because we've just sort of engaged those tummy muscles quite a lot on those rotations, those twisting movements. So we might feel them working a little bit more now. Lovely, everyone. Just take a few more breaths here. Very nice. And then making your way back to center. Again, find that nice length up through the spine and the crown of the head. Just find ourselves growing up a little bit taller. So now we're going to move our spine in a little bit of a different direction. So we're going to do our seated cat-cow. So I'll just show you from the side. Turn my chair around. So nice grounding through the feet, length up through the spine and the crown of the head. Might want to shuffle forwards a bit on our chair so we've got a bit of space for our backs. Okay, so I've moved forwards, but I'm still really grounding down through my feet. Okay, so I'm going to start with my hands on my legs. I'm going to inhale, I round my spine, I tuck my chin to my chest. I reach through my fingertips. And then I breathe out, lifting up, reaching those arms back behind me, taking my spine the other way. Okay, so inhale, hands on the legs, reach, 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 and just see how you feel today. You can make this movement as large or as small as you would like to. Hands on the legs, sliding forwards. Reach those arms back, lovely. And just go at your own pace, do what feels good for you. This one's nice to be done quite slowly so we can really feel that movement in our spine. And when we come forwards, we're really going to lift from the chest. So it's if we've got a bit of string gently drawing us up through the chest. Again, we're dropping those shoulder blades down. We're reaching with the hands. Nice, everyone. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. And as we come back, we're squeezing those shoulder blades. So at the back there that I showed you at the beginning, we're squeezing them together, giving them a nice stretch. Few more here. Reaching forwards. Taking those arms back. Lovely stretch. Hands on the legs. Reach, reach, reach. Lifting that chest, reaching with the fingers. Let's do one more. Hands on the legs, slide them forwards. And then taking those arms back. Lovely. Coming back to center, giving those shoulders a nice little roll and just have a little wiggle here, a little stretch. Just moving your body in any way that feels good for you. Come back to center. Let's have a drink. Right then, let's move down to these feet. Move that again so you can see my feet. So let's start by opening the toes. And all I'm dreaming of right now is having my feet in a nice cold bucket of water. So cool them down, take down some of the swelling. So let's give those toes another wiggle, because again, if we're gently moving the body, that's helping with our circulation, helping to move around the fluid. So giving those toes a really good wiggle. And then coming up onto our toes. And then back onto our heels. So coming up onto the toes, back onto the heels. Up and down. And just notice as we go up, we feel it on the backs of the legs here. As we lift the heels, lift the toes. Nice, everyone. Remember, we have 200,000 nerve receptors in our feet that are constantly talking to our body. Body is constantly talking to our brain. So we think that a lot of the stuff that happens in our body is sort of coming from our brain, but actually it's more like 80% is coming from the body, communicating with the brain. It's always the body's got so many different senses to it, so many different points of awareness. It's constantly just checking everything, checking our surroundings, noticing how we feel internally, and feeding that back to the brain, saying, oh, we need to do this, we need to do that, we're feeling like this, we're feeling like that. And a huge majority of that actually comes from our body. Then the brain responds, send messages back. And our feet are a big part of that. Lovely. So let's do one leg today, lifting one leg and point and flex that foot now. If it feels too much having this leg lifted, we can keep it on the floor, we can lift and lower. Okay? But remember, we're moving really intentionally. So think, where are you feeling this in your body? I'm feeling this in my leg, I'm feeling this in my ankle. And also, when we're moving in this way, we're moving really mindfully, we're being much more in the present moment, which helps to give our brain a little break from all of the other things that we often have to think about and we have to do. So when we're here and we're really noticing, oh, as I move my foot like that, that makes my leg feel like this. As we're really bringing the awareness to the body, that gives that little bit of break for the mind to be off wondering and worrying often about other things. So it's helpful to be in the present moment. Lovely. Let's put that leg down and bring your other leg up. We're going to point and flex that foot, whichever one you're doing now. Notice how this feels in your other leg. It may not feel the same. It's quite normal if it feels different. We often sort of have one dominant side that might be a little bit stronger than the other. Nice. And then let's see how it does feel to take both up. Now you might have seen then I shuffled back in my chair a little bit. It just gives me some more support because I want to stay nice and length up through the spine, the crown, the head. I don't want to find that I've gone like this, which I tend to do sometimes. So I'm going to keep that nice length up. So I'm feeling this in both my legs now. We're going to take 3 breaths here, breathing in. Nice long breath out. Breathing in. Nice long breath out. Breathing in. Nice long breath out. Nice, everyone. Bring those legs down. Give them a little tap and have a drink. Okay. So we're going to go back to this sort of movement. Now, up to you. You can do it really slow and steady. When I do it really slowly, I really feel it in my hip flexors. So the muscles right at the top here of our leg, where it connects into our hip. So that's great for that. I can do my arms nice and slowly. You can just do the legs. If you want to go a little bit faster, that is up to you. Okay, I'm not going to time it today or anything like that, but just join in whenever you want to. Have a little march on the spot, whether that's, like I say, just your legs or arms as well. Drawing that knee up a little bit towards the chest. Keeping that nice length up through the spine and the crown of the head. Tummy muscles are working because they're helping to draw our leg up as well. We're going to keep the movement nice and steady. And as we do this, we're going to take 3 breaths. So breathing in, long breath out. Breathing in, long breath out. Breathing in, long breath out. Nice. Let those legs come down. Give them a little rest. Have another drink. So now let's shuffle forwards on the chair a little bit again. Take the feet a little bit wider. Let me do some windscreen wipers with the knees. So again, this is stretching into the hips a little bit more. And we can do this from side to side, or if you want to get a little bit more stretch in the glutes, we're going to drop down. So we engage our glute to give us a little bit more stretch also in the lower back. So just do what you need here. Do what feels good for you. We're going to hold the chair to keep us nice and supported. You can always feel this really nice stretch down here, my lower back, my glutes. Doing a few more breaths. And then coming back to center. Woo! Anyone else feeling really warm? Right, so we're going to give this one a go where we stretch out both our legs. If this feels too much to have them lifted, we're going to keep them on the floor. Okay, so either on the floor or up. And we're also going to stretch out our arms. So from the side, it's going to look like this. Keep that nice spine, nice and straight. It's going to look like this, okay? So when you're ready, coming up, and we are going to take 3 breaths. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. Let those legs come down. Let those arms come down. Always puts my Zoom hand up when I do that one. There we go. Right there. So now, right leg, or whichever leg you choose, we're just going to get a nice stretch. So reach that leg away, plant the heel, draw the toes up towards the sky. So you might already be feeling a nice stretch there. That might be enough today. If you want to, we're also going to take a little twist through the body. So we gently bring that torso round, facing the toes. We can take those arms up and then find a little gentle forward fold. Okay. You can let the hands come down if you want to onto the leg. This is going to give you more of a stretch down the back of that leg. So just see what feels good for you. Grounding down through our other leg. Keeping this nice, strong and stable. I'm going to take 3 breaths here, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Lovely. Drawing yourself back up. Draw that right leg in, if or whatever leg you did. Plant the feet. Just going to do a few circles here before we go on to the other side. So circling round. Oh, my lower back's feeling a bit stiff today. I was in the garden on the weekend doing lots of moving pots and things like that. So definitely feeling it in my back. So having a lovely stretch here, nice. And then bringing yourself back to center. So your other leg now, whichever one you did do last time, we're going to stretch that away. We're going to take a little moment to get properly settled. Remember that it might feel different on one side than the other. This might feel enough for you. If it does, that's absolutely great. Stay here. If you want to, we're going to lift those arms, rotate round towards the leg, and then gently reach those arms down. Now you can keep them reaching out like this, or you can gently rest them on the leg. But we want to be feeling a nice stretch down the back. So see what feels right for you. Going to take 3 breaths here, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, making your way back up. Bring those arms back round, draw those legs in and give them a little shake, a little shuffle, whatever you need to stretch them out. So let's bend this right knee now. So bend that right knee, just take it out to the side a little bit. Then we're going to stretch that left leg. So again, heel on the floor, point those toes up. Now you can stay like this. This in itself is going to give you a lovely stretch. If you press down through your foot, that's going to engage your muscles more. If you draw your toe up on that left leg, that is going to engage things more. If you want to, you can ever so gently press this right leg away from you. That is going to increase the stretch down this part of the leg, okay? So see what you need. Give those shoulders a little roll so we haven't ended up like this. We've still got that nice straight spine, but we're getting this nice stretch in the leg. Lovely. From here, you can stay like this. This is a great stretch, or you can also bring those arms in if you want to. If you're doing the arms, we're going to look to the right, taking 3 breaths, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Release those arms down. If you've got them lifted, draw those legs in. Give them a little shake. Have a drink if you need to before we go on to the other side. So then we're going to bend the left knee. So bend that left knee, plant that foot, take that right leg out, plant the heel, draw those toes towards you. So again, we're just going to set ourselves up here. Press that left foot into the floor. If you want to, you can just place a hand very, very gently, drawing that left leg round. Just gives you a little bit more of a stretch. Drop those shoulders. I'm going to take those arms wide if you want to. Looking to the left if you've got the arms lifted. Taking 3 breaths, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. Drop those arms down, draw those legs in, give them a little stretch, have a little wiggle. And we're going to go back to the other side. So bending that right knee, stretch the left leg away. So let's set ourselves up here first of all, rounding through the feet. Now that right arm, we're just going to bring onto the right leg as we lean to the side. So if we really press this left heel into the floor and lean, that straight away is going to start to give us a stretch here. If you want more, we're going to introduce that arm. Up to you, you don't have to. Could also take the arm to here. If it feels too much to have it over the head, you could have it here to just support with that stretch. Wherever you are, we're going to do 3 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. Coming back to center. Draw that left leg in. So we bend that left leg. We're going to stretch the right leg out now. Again. So plant the heel, draw the toes back. Left arm this time onto the left leg. Take your time here, feel this stretch. If you want to, you can bring the arm to here as we lean a little bit more, or you can reach the arm overhead. Wherever you are, we're going to take 3 breaths, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Nice, everyone. Draw the body back up, draw the legs in. And again, just take a moment here, taking any stretches that you need. I'm going to do a few little circles because they're feeling good in my body today. Just do anything that you feel you need before we go into the last set of stretches today. Okay, so coming back to center. So for this one, I'm going to shuffle forwards on my chair. I'm going to reach my left leg away. Now my right foot, back a little bit, get in the screen a bit more. So my right foot, I'm either going to just drop it over onto the side. So I'm on the side of my foot. If that isn't comfortable with you, your knee or anything, you can keep it like this. But if you want to, you can bring it over onto the side. Or you can place it on top of that left leg. So we're getting a little bit of a stretch here, a little bit of stretch down that left leg, okay? From there, we're going to bring the hands together. Press the palms of the hands. Find this nice length up through the spine of the crown of the head. We're going to breathe in and send our arms up. So breathing in, reach those arms up. Exhale, nice big breath out. Take those arms wide. Draw them back together. Press those hands. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, nice and wide. Lovely. Draw those hands round. Press those hands together. Inhale, send them up. Really nice and stretch here. Nice big breath out. Slowly releasing those arms. Yeah, really nice. Lovely. So let's change the legs. So reach out with that right leg. Left leg, you can come over onto the side of the foot. So we're getting a little stretch here. Or place that left foot on the right leg, whatever feels best for you. We're going to bring those hands together. Press the hands together so we can feel this then in the arms a little bit. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, nice and wide. Lovely. Draw those hands together. Really reach up here. Reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, nice and wide. Lovely. We're going to do that one more time. Press the hands together. Slowly send them up, pressing the hands. And then lovely big breath out. And arms nice and wide. Amazing, everyone. Well done. Bring those legs down. Give those shoulders a nice little roll. Oh, I'm going to come back down and join you all down here. And let's just finish with a few of our nice cooling breaths again that we did at the beginning. So we can roll that tongue if you can. And we're going to do a nice long breath in and then a nice long breath out. So when you're ready, breathing in, breathing out through the nose or the mouth, up to you. Breathing in. Big breath out. One more, breathing in. And big breath out. Amazing, everyone. Thank you so much for all being here and joining me today. It's so wonderful to see you. I hope you all keep safe and well in the heat. I don't even have a clue what it's looking like for next week. I haven't looked, but I will see you all then and we will do whatever we can do. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being here. Take care. Drink lots of water. Thank you so much. Take care.